This is a chapter from REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 2 by REMO Giuffré. It's called Bluebottles. Being stung by a bluebottle, Physalia utriculus, also known as the Pacific man-o'-war, is a rite of passage for kids who spend big chunks of their summer holidays on beaches on the east coast of Australia. A bluebottle sting is always a painful experience, sometimes excruciatingly so, but it's rarely life-threatening, except for the extremely small percentage of people who are allergic to bluebottle venom and may suffer an anaphylactic reaction if stung. As many as 30,000 stings are reported each year along the east coast of Australia, especially when the winds are blowing from the northeast. The bluebottle float has aerodynamic properties, and it seems likely that sailing characteristics may be modified by muscular contraction of the crest. The direction of their drift is not determined by wind alone. The downwind course is determined by the curvature of the float and the underwater resistance of the rest of the colony. Some bluebottles are left-sided and others are right-sided. A left-sided bluebottle drifts rightward from the direction the wind blows, whereas a right-sided one drifts leftward. This results in a more even distribution of these animals throughout the oceans. Nature, doing that nature thing. So what else is interesting? The bluebottle is not actually a single animal, but rather a colony of 4 kinds of highly modified individuals, or zooids. The zooids are dependent on one another for survival. One of these is the bluebottle's float, the pneumatophore. This is usually no wider than 10 centimetres and is like a floating blue plastic bag that creates its own air-like gas with which it fills itself. Then there are the dactyloids, which form the tentacles that trail out for up to 3 metres and are covered in numerous tiny stinging cells called nematocysts. Their role is to detect and catch prey, which are then transferred to the gastrozoids, which handle digestion. The 4th group of zoids, the gonozoids, are involved with the asexual reproduction of the hermaphroditic bluebottle. The bluebottle, distinguished by a smaller float and a single long fishing tentacle, is a regional variation of the significantly more venomous Portuguese man-o'-war. The name comes from a resemblance of the animal to a Portuguese square-rigged sailing warship from the 15th century called a caravel, and also its reliance on the wind for its movement. This nautical theme is even extended to the collective noun of bluebottles, a flotilla of bluebottles. Finally, and just so you know, if you ever get stung by a bluebottle, the most effective treatment is the application of heat, hot water, or a hot pack at 45 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. Rinsing with seawater, cold packs, urine, baking soda, shaving cream, soap, lemon juice, alcohol, or cola will just trigger the release of more venom. Steer clear. And that chapter, Bluebottles, features in REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 2 by REMO Giuffré. This series of books is available at remorandom.com.